So when you think about upping a home's value, what's the first thing that pops into your head? A full kitchen gut job, a big bathroom remodel? Yeah, huge, expensive projects, right? But what if I told you the most powerful transformation doesn't involve a single sledgehammer? That's what we're going to dive into today, the art of staging through decluttering. Think of it as an invisible renovation that can have a massive, massive impact on your final sale price.
And this quote, it just hits the nail on the head. Selling a home isn't just about the stats, the square footage or how many bedrooms it has. It is all about selling a feeling, a potential new life. It's a deeply emotional thing, and the vibe of your home is the very first thing a buyer connects with.
So that really is the million-dollar question, isn't it? Or, hopefully the several $100,000 question for you. The answer is actually way simpler than you'd think. It all starts with making room for them. And I don't just mean physical room, I mean mental room too.
Okay, so let's name the villain in this story. Your number one enemy in this whole process is clutter. It is the silent deal killer. And why is that? Well, it's pretty simple. When a buyer sees all your stuff everywhere, they literally can't picture their stuff there. It just creates this mental block that is so hard to get past.
Now, on the flip side, just look at the difference here. A clean, organized space does the complete opposite. It feels cared for, it feels bigger. All of a sudden, you're giving buyers the mental white space they need to start imagining their own lives playing out in those rooms. That right there is the emotional connection we're trying to build.
All right, let's get our hands dirty with some real strategy, and we're starting in the heart of the home, the kitchen. This room is so often a make-or-break deal for buyers, and probably the most important thing you can do in here is create the feeling of tons of counter space.
And the game plan for this is just brilliantly simple. Just think of it in 2 easy steps. First, what do you use literally every single day? For most of us, yeah, the coffee maker can stay. But everything else, the toaster, the blender, that huge knife block, they all need to go on a little vacation. Just tuck them away in a cabinet or the pantry before a showing.
And boom, the payoff is immediate. By clearing off those countertops, you've instantly made these long, clean lines that draw the eye. The kitchen doesn't just look bigger in the photos when people walk in, it feels more functional, more spacious. It's a powerful little trick that, I promise you, works every single time.
Now, this same idea applies to the entire house, right? This isn't just about cramming stuff into closets. It's about using smart, deliberate storage to show off just how functional and easy to live in this home can be.
Okay, here's a little pro tip that seems so small but has this huge psychological impact. Let's be real, buyers are nosy. They're absolutely going to open drawers and cabinets. And when they slide open a drawer and find a perfectly organized space like this, it sends this powerful, subconscious message. Wow, this home has been taken care of, meticulously.
I want you to start thinking of multifunctional furniture as your secret weapon in this whole process. That storage ottoman, it's not just a place to put your feet up, it's where the throw blankets vanish before a showing. That coffee table with the little drawers, that's where all the remotes and magazines go to hide. This kind of furniture is actively working for you to keep the space looking calm and uncluttered.
Here's a really clever design trick, and it's especially useful for smaller rooms. We're so used to thinking about floor plans horizontally, right? Spreading things out. But what if you start thinking vertically? By drawing the buyer's eye upward, you create this amazing illusion of height, and maybe even more importantly, you free up that super valuable floor space.
So what does that actually look like? Well, it could be floating shelves in a living room, or a hanging pot rack in the kitchen that frees up an entire cabinet. Or what about a tall, skinny bookcase that adds tons of storage without taking up a big footprint? And don't forget the garage. Getting things up into overhead storage can be an absolute game changer.
Okay, so we've cleared the counters, we've organized the drawers, we've thought vertically, but why? Why does all this effort actually matter? Let's talk about the bottom line. Because this isn't just about making things look pretty. It's about turning all that order directly into profit.
Just look at the 2 different messages you could be sending. A cluttered room, it just screams distraction, not enough space, and maybe even this place hasn't been maintained well. But an orderly home, that signals potential. It feels move-in ready, it feels like a home that has been loved and cared for. You're not just selling a different look, you're selling a completely different product. So let's just tie this all together. When you declutter, you are accomplishing 4 incredibly important things all at once. 1. You're making every single room feel bigger. 2. You're creating amazing listing photos that are going to get people through the door in the first place.
3. You're building that crucial emotional connection. And 4, maybe most importantly, you're making sure buyers are focused on your home's awesome features, not your stuff.
And here it is. This is the ultimate takeaway. An organized, move-in-ready home just feels like a premium product. It takes away all the perceived work for the buyer, and trust me, they are willing to pay a premium for that peace of mind. All your hard work, decluttering, translates directly to a stronger offer. It's as simple as that.
So, I'm going to leave you with a little challenge. Just look around the room you're in right now. It doesn't matter if you plan to sell tomorrow or in 5 years. What is one single thing you could put away right now that would instantly make the space feel bigger? Because that's where this all begins, with one small, simple action: